Adolf Hitler. Born 1889, Austria. Failed artist. Found purpose in rage. Joined a fringe party. Built the Nazis from chaos. 1920s violence. 1933 power. Democracy dismantled in months. He ruled by fear. One flag. One leader. Total control of life. Jews stripped of rights. Opponents jailed. Press crushed. Courts captured. 1939, Poland invaded. World War II began. Conquest meant annihilation. The Holocaust followed. 6 million Jews murdered. Roma murdered. Slavs enslaved. Disabled people killed. Dissenters shot. Medical torture disguised as science. He purged generals. Demanded impossible victories. Cities burned. Camps expanded. Europe bled. April 1945. Berlin encircled. He married Eva Braun. He killed himself hours later. The bunker burned his body. Germany lay in ruins. The lesson endures. Hate scales fast. Silence enables monsters. Joseph Stalin. Born 1878, Georgia. Abusive home. Seminary dropout. Bolshevik enforcer. After Lenin he maneuvered. By late 1920s, absolute power. He remade agriculture by force. Collectivization crushed peasants. Quotas ignored reality. Grain seized at gunpoint. Ukraine starved. The Holodomor killed millions. Then the Great Purge. Enemies found everywhere. Show trials staged. Confessions beaten out. Executions constant. Gulag camps swelled. Writers, officers, scientists. Ordinary people too. The war changed his image. The USSR broke the Reich. But terror never paused. Post-war purges returned. States absorbed and silenced. Stalin died in 1953. A stroke ended him. AIDS delayed help, some say. Death tallies are vast. Tens of millions suffered. Industrial feats cannot excuse graves. Fear is not progress. Mao Zedong. Born 1893, Hunan. Peasant roots. Marxist zeal. Long March legend. 1949 victory. The People's Republic formed. One party. One line. Dissent meant danger. He pursued speed over truth. The Great Leap Forward began. Backyard steal over food. Collectivized farms starved. Officials light up the chain. Famine engulfed villages. Tens of millions died. Then the Cultural Revolution. Red Guards hunted enemies. Teachers humiliated. Books burned. Temples smashed. Families ripped apart. Purges fed purges. Trust died in classrooms. Mao died in 1976. China later pivoted. Growth followed. But scars remained. Photos survived. Names sometimes didn't. Ideology without restraint kills. Memory resists erasure. Pol Pot. Born 1925, Cambodia. French educated. Radicalized abroad. Returned with a blueprint. 1975 victory. Cities emptied overnight. Money banned. Markets banned. Religion banned. Glasses could doom you. New people targeted first. Intellectuals executed. Forced labor everywhere. Food vanished. Disease spread. The killing fields filled. 1/4 of a nation died. Paranoia devoured the party. Cadres tortured cadres. Prisons like S-21 recorded screams. Confessions meant death anyway. 1979, Vietnam invaded. Regime collapsed. Pol Pot fled the jungle. Unrepentant to the end. Died in 1998. Cambodia still exhumes truth. Bones speak when leaders won't. Leopold II of Belgium. Born 1835, royal heir. Belgium was small. His greed wasn't. Africa became his project. He acquired the Congo Free State. He wore a mask of charity. Civilizing mission he claimed. Rubber made him ruthless. Quotas set by whip and gun. Hands cut for failure. Hostages taken. Villages burned. Company agents terrorized riverways. Bodies fell to hunger and disease. Missionaries wrote home. Shipping clerks counted horrors. Photos leaked. Public outrage grew. By 1908 he yielded control. The Belgian state took over. He kept a fortune. He kept no shame. He died in 1909. The Congo kept the graves. Empire wears many masks. One is philanthropy. Numbers can hide screams. Listen anyway. Genghis Khan. Born c. 1162, the steppe, father poisoned, clans scattered, hard winters hardened him that he forged alliances that he broke rivals. 1206, universal ruler. His cavalry shook continents, speed was doctrine, intelligence was constant, Logistics were ruthless. Cities faced a choice: surrender and pay, resist and vanish. The Khwarezmian Empire fell first. Markets burned. Libraries burned. Skulls piled in fear pyramids. Rumor traveled faster than writers. Psychological war multiplied force. Trade later flourished under Pax Mongolica. Routes reopened. Merchants moved safely, but expansion killed millions. His death in 1227 was hidden. Burial site unknown. The legacy is double-edged: order and ash together, glory and grief intertwined. Idi Amin. Born c. 1925, Uganda. Little formal schooling. Colonial army recruit. Feared for brutality. 1971 coup. Crowds cheered change. Then disappearances began. Opponents hunted. Bodies dumped in rivers. Torture sites multiplied. Ethnic purges widened. 3 to 500,000 dead. He expelled Asian Ugandans. Economy collapsed. Shops seized. Skilled labor fled. Hospitals lacked basics. Fear replaced law. He loved spectacle, grand titles, jeweled uniforms, photo ops over policy. Paranoia killed allies too. 1979, war ended his rule. He fled abroad. Lived in luxury exile. Died in 2003. Uganda kept the bill. A reminder: charisma can mask catastrophe. Saddam Hussein. Born 1937, Iraq. Bidh militant. 1979 presidency. Cult of personality rose. Secret police thrived. Prisons overflowed. 1980, war with Iran. 8 years of trenches. A million lives lost. Chemical weapons used. Kurdish civilians gassed at Halabja. Villages erased in campaigns. 1990, Kuwait invaded. Defeat followed. Sanctions deepened misery. Uprisings crushed violently. Files, informers, fear. Opposition meant death. 2003, U.S. invasion toppled him. He hid that he was captured. Tried for crimes. Executed in 2006. Iraq fractured further. Dictators leave ruins behind. Rebuilding takes generations. Mengistu Haile Mariam. Born 1937, Ethiopia. Army ascent. 1974 revolution shattered empire. The Derg seized power. Mengistu consolidated control in 1977. The Red Terror began. Executions in streets. Bodies left as warnings. Families billed for bullets. Opponents disappeared. Fear blanketed neighborhoods. Famine struck the countryside. Aid was politicized. Resettlement forced millions. Starvation became a weapon. Guns got funding, villages didn't. Guerrillas advanced. The regime weakened. 1991, the Derg fell. Mengistu fled to exile. A court later convicted him. Genocide verdict entered. He remains abroad. Ethiopia still heals. Names are read. Mothers still cry. Benito Mussolini. Born 1883, Italy. Radical youth. War veteran. He sensed a vacuum. 1922, March on Rome. King capitulated. Mussolini became prime minister. By 1925, a dictatorship. Press censored. Parties banned. Police empowered. Propaganda everywhere. Il Duce above law. Empire dreams returned. 1935, Ethiopia invaded. Poison gas used. Massacres followed. Then Spain's civil war. Then alliance with Hitler. Racial laws enacted. Jews persecuted. The war went badly. Allies invaded Italy. He was ousted. Then rescued. A puppet in the north. Power evaporated. April 1945, he tried to flee. Partisans caught him. He was executed. His body hung in Milan. Crowds spat at the corpse. Fascism leaves fury and graves. Francisco Franco. Born 1892, Spain. Career soldier. Polarized republic rose. 1936, coup attempt ignited war. Foreign powers flooded arms. Spain bled 3 years. 1939, Franco won. Dictatorship followed. Opponents shot or jailed. Labor crushed. Languages suppressed. Censorship enforced. Secret police watched streets. He kidnapped children. Re-education erased families. Clergy aligned with power. Dissent cost livelihoods. Exile scattered survivors. He stayed neutral in World War II. Officially. He later gained Cold War cover. Anti-communism bought acceptance. The prison stayed full. 1975, Franco died in bed. Spaniards rebuilt democracy. Mass graves still open. The reckoning endures. History takes time. Families want truth. Kim family rule. Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il. Kim Il-sung first. Born 1912, colonial Korea. Guerrilla roots. Soviet backing after war. 1948. DPRK formed that he invaded the South in 1950. Millions died before stalemate. He built a totalitarian state. Jewish ideology preached. Propaganda saturated life. Purges secured control. Prison camps expanded. Whole families punished. Borders sealed tight. Kim Jong-il succeeded in 1994. Famine struck hard. 1 to 3 million died. Aid politicized for loyalty. Nuclear ambitions grew. Cults deepened. Camp stories horrified defectors. Executions choreographed fear. Kim Jong-il died in 2011. A dynasty survived him. The system still cages minds and bodies. Isolation protects power. It never protects people. These rulers used fear as law. They turned propaganda into scripture. They treated lives as tools and left nations scarred. History isn't abstract. It is names and faces. Interrupted futures. Empty chairs at tables. Remember the victims first. Recognize the warning signs. Protect truth. Protect institutions. Because never again demands action. Thank you for watching. Stay informed. Stay humane. Good night.